Rick Santelli is standing by at the CME in Chicago with some breaking economic data. Rick, the numbers, please.
Yes, good economic breaking news, I might add, Joe. 547,000 on initial jobless claims for the week of April 17th, and that is a new post-COVID low, of course. That usurps 576 last week. That jumped up just a bit to 586,000. Continuing claims, cycle low there as well. 3,674,000. That usurps 3,708,000, which was the revision to last week's continuing claims that moved a bit lower as well. Now, we could all recognize the fact that we were, under 2 million on the continuing claims really before COVID hit, in the 220,000 camp on initial before COVID hit. But nonetheless, these are good numbers. Reopening is obviously progressing. And as we look at various aspects that give us the signals in the marketplace, at least the ones that aren't completely broken due to all the big stimulus and Fed policies right now, I would probably say look at some of those corporate indices, especially the high yield, that continue to shrink. Companies, of course, can issue at historically low spreads. And Atlanta GDP now maybe isn't the favorite of everybody out there, and it sometimes runs on the high side, but their last look for what Q1 may be is 8.32%. How about we leave it there, Joe?
All right, Rick, we will do that. Thank you, Rick Santelli. And it's in the rundown, lease mania. Oh, no, Leaseman data. I see it, and I see lease mania. And that's what most viewers feel like, Steve. I do. I think that. It's a thing.
You're right, Joe. There's incredible exuberance every time that I come on to talk about the data.
Irrational, though.
And
Irrational.
just follow up on... It is. And just follow up on what Rick was saying. This is good news. Look, there's a debate going on that's worth talking about is how much extended benefits that were out there, more generous benefits, have attracted people into these programs. I think the jury is still out. It's entirely possible that that's keeping unemployment high, but there are other factors out there. The schools aren't fully reopened. People have health concerns returning to work, but there's also generous benefits. We don't think it happened the first time around. We don't think that was what was responsible for it, but we're watching it this time around. And this is certainly good news for that idea, the idea that people are not necessarily being kept on the sidelines. We do hear about tight labor markets, perhaps the job market being tighter than it appears. But when we see these numbers come down, piece by piece, a lot of people expected a rebound from the sharp declines last week. It didn't happen. There's still a lot of people receiving benefits, 17.4 when you go back to the latest data we have, which is April 3rd. We have to watch that. There are different programs out there. There's still a very long way to go in the job market, but certainly this is good news, Joe.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.